And the greatest story that was there was for one of our sisters whose father was in the prison, and there was no hope for him to get out. But they longed for it, they prayed for it, and or at least that he would be safe. And sister was would go to uh, the prison every day, and she'd take food for the prisoners because the first time she visited, she saw that they were so hungry. And so every day she would go there. And then one day there was a very emaciated man who came to her and he said, "Sister, I have to tell you something." And she said, "Yes." He said, "Could we sit down?" And so they sat on one of those little benches. And then he finally said, "I am the one who killed your family. I killed your father and mother and your little sisters and brothers." And she said, "Who are you?" And he said, "You don't know me? I'm your next door neighbor. I took the beans and bananas to Kigali when they were ripe so I could bring back kerosene for your mama." And so, and she said, "But you're so thin." And he said, "We don't have too much." And they talked and they wept, and then they braced each other. And he said, "Can you forgive me? You cannot forgive." She said, "I forgive you. We're in wartime. We don't know what we're doing, and I forgive you." And so she went back to the convent and she said, "Could we take some food to him every day?" And so our sisters in community said, "Of course we can." So every day from that moment, he received some food from us. And for me, that was the most touching, outstanding example of gospel that I could have ever witnessed. Because how is it that you can give food to your enemy? I've seen that before, but he was no longer an enemy. He was a brother. He was a father. He was a member of the family. And actually, in recent years, we heard that he died in the prison, but the family was able to receive his body and was there for a blessing, and of course, uh, buried him nobly, as they always said.